My name is Jake De La Cerda, and today I'm going to be talking to you about a disease nobody likes to bring up because it's looked down upon, but it's something that needs to be talked about. The mentally ill in the Dallas area. My purpose is to spread awareness around the city of Dallas that everyday people are suffering and can't get help. Mental illness is no joke. It's a horrible disease. Rich or poor, black or white, mental illness affects people around the globe. I see too many things that the government puts above mental health that needs to be stopped. It's not right, it's not humane that these people are going untreated. It's not right. Mental health is one of the biggest unmet need of our time. Nearly 1 in 2 people will suffer from depression, anxiety disorder, or another mental ailment at some point. It's estimated 10% of teenagers and 40% of adults suffer from an anxiety disorder. Mental health needs to be more stressed at our schools. Just because it is looked down upon, it should be easy to get treatment. Over the years, Texas, like most states, has closed our mental hospitals but not built community alternatives, making our jail inmates have some form of mental health issues. It is not right that the 2 largest mental health facilities in Texas are the Harris and Dallas County jails. The problem is the city of Dallas has hardly any facilities to treat these patients. If we do nothing and continue to neglect their needs, the homeless population will continue to increase, crime rate will continue to go up, drugs will be the medicine they use to cope with the mental problems, and also drug overdose will continue to kill Americans every day. And kids will go without mothers and fathers. Continuing the evil cycle that we let happen and we are too scared to talk about because it's somehow looked down upon is it's not right. Those who suffer from mental illness do not do so by choice. They are often misunderstood, scorned, bullied, and sometimes even feared by those who don't understand them. This creates shame for them and makes it difficult for mentally ill to get treatment, like I was saying. And sometimes these so-called experts don't really have the knowledge to treat these people, and their disease goes untreated, and it just makes it a whole nightmare. So properly diagnosed in the proper category to many people are not properly diagnosed right. Patients that go to these facilities are sometimes misdiagnosed and are not given the right medicine, or they think that the person has anxiety, but it could be something far worse, or depression. Professionals are sometimes wrong, which can lead to so many different problems. Another issue is lack of funds. Lawmakers locally are working to allocate money, but it's still not enough for the growing population. The population needs to bring more awareness to this disease so the government is forced to do more funding. It's not treated the same way as, for example, breast cancer. I'm not saying breast cancer isn't a horrible thing, but more people are affected by a mental illness, and there isn't nearly as much money going into mental illness as there is for cancer research and stuff like that, while there's more people that are suffering from mental illnesses. Mental health should be one of our top priorities in the country. Mental health condition disorders don't only affect adults, but children and teens as well. Six In the Dallas area, 6% students have to go have a mental illness and are untreated. And because of this, these kids, it makes it harder for kids to do school, function, as well as it just makes it overall everything harder for them. The mentally ill in the Dallas area affects our community every day. If we don't help these people, it's just going to be an everlasting cycle. Everlasting cycle. This generation needs to be the first to not be afraid and speak up. If we don't, the homeless people will continue to rise. Drugs will continue to be the only way to treat people, and drugs will be the way to cope for their illnesses. Drug overdoses will also continue to rise. So let's be the generation to stand up against mental illness. Thank you for everybody listening.